Remember when Arnold Palmer touched your life, touched your heart, and please don't forget why.
Arnold, even though you are the king, you made everyone feel like royalty in your presence. We love you.
The game of golf may have lost Arnold Palmer in 2016, but his legacy lives on. Over the coming weeks, we'll hear from the people who knew him best, his family, his friends, and those whose lives he touched without even meeting them. Today, a family whose young son might not be here without the work of the Children's Hospital, founded by Arnold and his wife, Winnie.
Meeting Mr. Palmer for the first time was a dream come true. We didn't know how to pursue the fulfillment of our mission of building a children's hospital. And when he walked in, we knew that we were meeting an extraordinary man, not only from the golf point of view, perspective point of view, but as a person. He was so kind, he was so considerate, and he was so concerned about our babies and our children. We had a dream of building a children's hospital, a group of physicians and administrators. We presented that dream to him, and he said we could do better and we should do better. And this was an historic day.
It took us 5 years to get pregnant with Miles. We went to Winnie Palmer's maternal fetal medicine to get checked out. I was high risk, I had a bleeding disorder. So we wanted to prepare for the pregnancy and get all of the details that we needed. Once we got pregnant with Miles, we went back to Winnie Palmer to the maternal fetal medicine, and we talked to them about what our plan was and how to deal with the high-risk pregnancy.
Arnold Palmer made it possible for us to build the biggest facility in Central Florida and maybe in the country for babies and children. And later on, because of our success, we had to expand our dream. And we built the Women and Babies Hospital here at Winnie Palmer Hospital.
This was our first child, and we didn't know what to expect. And when she was admitted to Winnie Palmer, it was that moment where we said, okay, this is going to be very different. Life's going to change.
31 weeks we had him. He was 1 pound 13 ounces when he was born. He was in the NICU for 54 days.
As the babies come to our neonatal unit, we provide them with the life support that they need. Some of our babies are as tiny as less than a pound, and they're in the 400 to 500 grams range. Many of them have immaturity of the lungs. They're not able to nourish themselves. They're not able to fight infections, and we offer to them that capability 90% of the time.
He was about 3 days old when I held him, and he was very tiny, and he was in the critical care unit, Pod 1 at Winnie Palmer. Having to leave your child at the hospital is the hardest thing in the world, because you see all these moms bringing their kids home. And being able to trust the people that are taking care of your child is invaluable.
We had such a connection about the mission of the facility. He wanted for us to provide the best of the best care for our patient, but not only from the technological point of view, but with the heart. And that's what he inspired us to do, is to deliver the best care with tremendous healing, commitment, and hope. Arnold Palmer left a foundation after he died, a foundation that will allow us to continue carrying this legacy of hope, healing, and compassion.
The level of care that we received here was beyond what we could have even expected. Everything was taken care of. If we had questions about what's going to be the next step, how do we do this, how do we do that, there's always somebody there to help us with it. And we couldn't have done it without Arnold Palmer Hospital and Winnie Palmer Hospital here.
We are very fortunate to be in the area we are and to have the resources here, because if he was born somewhere else, the likelihood of him surviving or them catching that he wasn't growing early enough would have been very slim. So we can't thank him enough.
One of the last times that I talked to him, He told me that I was his hero, and I said, Mr. Palmer, I cannot believe that you will say that. You're the hero to millions, if not billions, of people around the world, but that's the mutual admiration that we had for each other. Fortunately, I was able to see him not too long before he left us. And everywhere that he went around the world, people kept talking, not so much about his golf legacy, but about what he had done to improve the health care of babies, children, and high-risk women.
To me, Arnold Palmer was a golf legend, and I didn't know he was a philanthropist and really reached out to the community. He really has become a statue of the community.
We always dreaded that one day he would not be here with us. It was very, very, very sad to know that on September 25th we lost him. But we feel him through these walls every single day, as we felt his wife, Winnie, and we have him in our heart and minds, and we will keep the promise of that we made to him to continue his legacy in this area that is going to outshine any other legacy that he left in this world.